Allison, I'm standing feet away from where authorities recovered the body. It was found 800 yards downstream of where Cole Schwint was believed to have entered the water. TJ and Allison, the Fargo Film Festival is getting bigger and better every year. This year they had around 300 film submissions. That's compared to a couple years ago when they had only 130. People from all around the country and all around the world are making it to this year's 15th anniversary. Ice ridges aren't the only thing anglers should be watching out for. The DNR says people should watch out for thin ice signs, especially at night. Applications like Snapchat allow users to take pictures that will soon be deleted, but it isn't the only application parents should be watching out for. Authorities urge people to watch what they post on Facebook, especially addresses and phone numbers. With the shocking news of the fire, many in the area are glad there were no severe injuries. Hearing the sentence was not only hard for Dita, but for his mother as well, who was left to take care of his 2-month-old daughter, Ivory. Even though the funeral was a time for mourning, there was still a few laughs to be had in remembrance of the Fargo mayor. Nothing plagued the area more than the online phenomenon known as the selfie and the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Even if you don't know a lot about history, organizers say they'll make sure you leave with a better understanding of the past. For the first time ever, the Fargo Marathon will start inside of the Fargo Dome, and racers will make their way through local colleges like MSUM, NDSU, and Concordia. TJ and Allison, Fargo Public Works are now starting to work on side roads and residential streets. Primary roads and secondary roads usually get priority, and they start moving to those side roads right after the work commute. Residents here at Little McDonald Lake are experiencing plenty of flooding issues. There are several houses like this one throughout the lake area, but residents say there is some help. With nearly 1,000 students checking in on move-in day, it can be a little intimidating for some new students.
He climbed up the tree to make sure because we couldn't tell.
Greg Sharon was just taking a break from installing flooring in West Fargo when he spotted something in the river.
The thought was a body in the river. I questioned myself to make sure that I knew what I was seeing, and came up and asked my business partner to come down and take a look at it to see if it was, and then we called 911 and just had the police come out.
Police say they believe the body is Cole Schwint, the Moorhead man who's been missing since December 2nd. When he went missing, crews searched the river day and night in freezing temperatures. This is the area of the river where the body was found. The clothes found on the body match what Schwint was wearing the day he disappeared.
It was kind of numbing, you know, you just don't want to see that kind of thing, you know, and just feel bad for the family. Sharon says it's unfortunate that he found the body, but he knows the family will need it for closure. Just walked along the river and I happened to spot the man that drowned last year, and I feel so bad for the family that this had to happen, but glad that they get to have closure for their dad and their son and their family member. The family did hold a memorial service earlier this year, but now they'll be able to finally say goodbye. Aries, Serrano, KVRR News.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Day after day, these everyday superheroes take calls that can mean life or death.
10-9, you have a lot of background noise.
This is Patricia Taylor's 7th year at Red River Regional Dispatch.
He's also listening to Fargo Channel 2. It is a hard job, but it's the most rewarding job I think anybody could ask for as well.
National Public Safety Telecommunications Week is a chance to recognize people like Taylor and those she works with.
It is kind of a little nice.
The office is celebrating the week with a few different events and giveaways.
A lot of little recognitions and celebrations. Today they're doing a baked potato bar. Yesterday they did tacos in a bag.
Or every council's set up to do something different.
It's a nice break for Taylor. Calls can range anywhere from a dog barking too loud to a baby needing CPR. There's one moment, however, she remembers all too clear.
The toughest call would be a 14-year-old who found her mother hanging. That was probably the worst call that I've had.
If you think being a dispatcher means you only take phone calls, you may want to think again.
Director Philippi says intense training is required for the job.
We put them through a 21-week training program. They learn how to take calls, they learn how to dispatch, they learn how to give instructions for CPR and baby delivery.
70,000 calls go through the sensor on an annual basis.
It is absolutely rewarding. We couldn't ask for a better job, really. I mean, we get to help people every single day. You never know what you're going to run into when you come to work.
A week of giving thanks to the men and women who help save lives every day. Aries, Serrano,
Clay County.
KVRR News.
Not that it matters, it's still you.